Hi, LIBE 477. It's Aaron Mueller talking to you today. I'm going to be your instructor for this section of the course, and I'm here to introduce myself and some of my interests and some of the things that I have done in the past and are doing currently, as well as how I look to support you in this class that you're taking with the UBC Teacher Librarian Diploma Program. So this will be actually the 9th time that I've taught this class, and I've been part of the course development for this class and have really enjoyed all the experiences I've had working with students, becoming teacher librarians in BC and Alberta over the last 9 years. So it's been really quite cool. This class is built around a philosophy of learning together. And it's very collaborative in the sense that we share and we learn with each other. There's not any group projects or anything like that, but we do publish and we comment on each other's and we interact often. And this course is a lot about learning some new technology and skills, but also learning some new approaches and some new opportunities with connecting with a wider community, a wider group of people. The teacher librarian community in BC is actually quite small. Usually, in rare circumstances, but there's usually only one librarian in a school. So you don't always have chances to work with your colleagues in the same roles, unless it's with the rest of the teacher librarians in your district, or maybe on the professional development days, the PSA days, and through our BC TLA PSA. So this class has an agenda of connecting all of you to each other and to reinforce some of those connections, and then also to create some opportunities to share and connect after the course and after the diploma is done. I also really designed this class to complement what you're doing in your day-to-day jobs. Some of you are working as teacher librarians already and are just working through the certification and the diploma program while you're doing the job. Some of you are just upgrading and trying to learn and get the certification before you apply for the jobs. But even if you're a classroom teacher or an existing teacher librarian or somebody that's got a bunch of small contracts and things like that, there's many ways to adapt and tweak the activities and assignments of this class to fit your work environment and what you're currently doing in your educational role. So if I'm always open to the idea of manipulating assignment descriptions in order to make something that will actually work and be a win-win-win. A win for the class, a win for the course, or me, and then a win also for your classroom, your library, and your school. So this class does require you to stretch a little bit and to put yourself out there, in the sense that I ask all of the students to set up a blog for this class. If you have a blog already that you are comfortable using and enjoy using, great, you can keep using it for this class. If you don't have a blog yet, I usually recommend to new bloggers a free Google blog, which is called a blogger.com, or a free WordPress.com blog. They're very easy to use, they're very featured, and they help you learn how to blog through this class, and then you can adapt and implement blogging after this class is done. I know many teacher librarian diploma students have created a blog at the beginning of their diploma and then used it for all their classes, and then that creates a really comprehensive, great portfolio of all your work through all the different classes of the diploma. So yeah, definitely set that blog up early. You don't have to put your personal name on there. You don't have to put any personal information on that blog. It's mostly just for your assignments to be published there and for your small group members to comment on. But you can take a pseudonym or an alias, or you can remain anonymous and just have a very generic looking blog. But the blog system allows us to follow each other, to subscribe to each other's blogs, and to comment and to converse on each other's blogs much easier than if we were all using the discussion board on Canvas or some other tool set. Regularly over the last 9 years that I've taught this class, a lot of people have said that that was a very empowering new tool for them, and they ended up implementing it as part of their teacher librarian program, their library connections and infrastructure, or classroom blogging with students. It's a powerful platform and a tool, and so I'm looking forward to seeing all your blogs and subscribing to all of them. The blogging part of the class will start pretty early, but the small group and the commenting on each other's blogs will be in phase 2 of the class, so there's still a bit of time for that. But as you're getting settled into the course, it's really important that you click around and you read and you explore and you familiarize yourself with all the different aspects of the class. You want to set up your blog, you want to set up a Twitter account. Again, it's highly recommended, not mandatory, but highly recommended. And you don't have to use a personal name on a Twitter account either. You can have a pseudonym or an alias or something like that. But it's another great tool for connecting and networking and sharing and finding fantastic things. More and more of our resources that we're using as teacher librarians and library programs and teaching things like digital literacy and information literacy require us to use different resources and databases in order to find them and then to connect and share them and blog about them and tweet them out to others, or to find things come to you through a Twitter feed or a blog feed. So yeah, so that's all going to be starting to roll out over the next little while in the course. We're also going to be trying something with an ebook. So some of you are probably very familiar with ebooks and use them all the time, but some of you may not. And so our course textbook is an ebook from Amazon.ca, the Canadian Amazon, but it's Why School by Will Richardson, who is a very well-respected educator who does a lot of presentations, and he's written many different books over the last little while. But it's a thought piece, a discussion generating piece that kind of explores some of the ideas of changes in education. It's admittedly almost getting a little bit out of date, even though it's only about 5-6 years old. But it's surprisingly enough, there's new books that are capturing the ideas a little more connected with the modern activities and lessons and things like that. But it's still a great book that I think is a quick read for a lot of people. You can install the Kindle app on your smartphone, on your iPad, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your desktop, on really any computer device. You can get a Kindle app from Amazon that will let you read the ebook wherever you have it. So it's only $3.27 and the app is free. So I'll have some help if you need that to get going with an ebook to purchase that. But most of the students of the class, by a large majority, really enjoyed it and really appreciated that perspective and that discussion. So we'll be having that discussion on the discussion board as we get going into the course. But yeah, just to introduce myself a little bit more, I don't want to take this video to go on too long, but I'm a teacher librarian at Parkland Secondary in North Saanich, BC, which is just near the ferry terminal, in between the ferry terminal and the airport outside of Victoria. And it's a small high school, so we grade 9 to 12, and we have about 600 students. We have a large international program. We just launched an international baccalaureate, an IB program, and I'm a big part of that IB team now at my school. And so we're developing, we're growing. We do a lot of collaborations in the library, a lot of inquiry projects. I really enjoy that, and it's a really great community to live in and to work in. And I've been here now for 6 years. I'm just about to start my 7th year there, so that's quite exciting. But prior to that, I taught in the Vancouver School Board for about 10 years in different high schools, and also as an online educator. I taught online English courses for a few years. And I've always been interested in technology, always interested in learning new tools, new hardware, new software, new projects, new programs, all that kind of stuff. I did my teacher librarian diploma through UBC back in the mid-2000s, and then quickly did my master's in educational technology with UBC after that. And since I finished that master's, I've been teaching in the diploma and really, really enjoy it. You know, I also like to garden. I like to cycle. I'm having a wonderful summer so far. There's lots of family visiting and gardening and spending time camping and having lots of nice weather. So that's been quite good. I hope you've had a good summer. I hope you've had a restful summer and have caught a bit of a break and caught up with family and friends and enjoyed some time off and read some good books and things like that. So, you know, the course can seem a little daunting at first, but just let it settle in. One thing I want to promote is every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, I do what's called a Hangout, a Google Hangout, which is a video chat room where we can have up to 10 people. And so I treat it kind of like office hours. So it's not mandatory to come at all, but it is available if you need to ask a few questions or you need some support. You want to get to know me or get to know some of the other students in the class that are also hanging out. I usually get a handful of people. Sometimes on a very, very busy night, we'll have a full house, but that's pretty rare. But the Google Hangout is, I'll post a link as an announcement at 8 p.m. on Tuesday night, and you'll be able to just click on the link and join the Hangout on your device of choice, whatever you choose to do. Just a quick recommendation, if you do join the Hangout, Try to have some headphones, because otherwise there can be a lot of feedback noise, kind of like when you call into a radio station and you have the radio turned on. And try to be in a quiet spot, so nowhere where you're watching TV or there's somebody doing dishes in the background or things like that. But that's Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. We'll do the Google Hangout, and I'll have more instructions about that after we get the course started. I hope that you can get the ebook easily and get started reading on that. You can post your introductions and your discussion and your contact information, and then get your blog set up. And that's going to be a busy first week just to kind of get those things going. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's always a lot of fun. I look forward to reading all your thoughts and ideas and all the new things that you're learning and sharing, and the community as it begins to develop and grow. That's one of the most impressive things about that. One final shout out, this year the BCTLA, the Teacher Librarian Conference on October 19th, the PSA Day. I think it's in Surrey, so I'm going to be presenting a presentation then on the deep dark web, which is always one of the most interesting topics of the course when people start to look into that. But yeah, looking forward to maybe seeing you there, because it's a good choice if you're looking for something to do on that Pro D Day, on the PSA Day, is come to the Teacher Librarian Conference. It's a nice little community, and there's lots of LIBE 477 students, former students, and alumni usually there. So with that, I'll sign off. It's been about a 10-minute, 11-minute video, but yeah, hope you're well, hope you're enjoying your summer, and looking forward to chatting with you and seeing you all online in early September. Okay, bye for now.